Good morning, guys. Eric here again. Haven't had uh, any chance to create any videos recently. Just very busy with a lot of things happening around family. It's summer season in New Zealand, and excuse my car, it's a bit dirty, and we had a camping trip just a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't even have time to clean it up, and it's just a bit dirty here and there. Okay, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey of trying to solve a couple of personal issues with the car. Let me explain that, because one thing I have done, if you have a chance to watch my previous videos, is I have flushed and replaced the automatic transmission fluid. And thanks for some of the folks on the web, on the channel, and has told me that I should have resetted the transmission counter, which I did not. It was almost like 8 months ago. Thank you for that comment. So that helps me to really give me an idea. I didn't know anything about it, so that gave me an idea that I would need to maybe do something about it, need some software or maybe a scanner tool or whatever. So I was thinking about it, and then I have another problem. I wouldn't say it's a major issue, but it's quite annoying to me according to my history, and I'll explain. Because let me start my car. Okay, so generally, as you might know, there is a stop button. Okay, so let me stop this. So originally, when I bought the car, there was a setting here. So if you go to settings, if you go to my car, I think is it here? I can't remember, sorry. Or systems, one of it. Driver preference. Yeah. So if I go to driver preference, engine is in standby when car is not moving. So if I take it off, okay, what it should do, and what it used to do when I got a car brand new back in 2017, it would allow me to choose a start stop functions, either turn it off and on. Okay, but if I set that, so right now, say if I start the car, if I have turned it off, okay, so just suppose that we are driving and then we are not using start stop, and see that actually reset it. So every time when I come back and start the car again, and if I don't want to start stop, I have to manually stop it. Okay, and quite a lot of you guys would probably think, why you bother with start stop. Okay, after explaining a little bit, because back in, I believe, 2019, I simply cannot remember the exact date. I do not want to remember, but that was the COVID time. We had a lockdown still in New Zealand, but we were allowed to, for example, to pick up food from drive-through like KFCs and McDonald's and things like that. So you can't dine in, but you can still drive through to do a takeaway. So I have had driven my car through McDonald's at the drive-through, and my starter motor failed at the spot. So my car was stuck at the drive-thru for about 3 hours. I did not know how to release the electronic brake at that time. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't tested it. I don't know how to do it now without a laptop or computer or whatever. So, and I still, I want to apologize to the staff members and the managers there, at that McDonald shop. I actually literally have to force the McDonald to be closed for me for 3 hours until the towing truck. I think it was a Sunday night or Sunday evening. So it, nobody works, and it took probably about 3 hours for the guy to come and actually tow my car away. So it was really embarrassing. So I am extremely paranoid about the life of my starter motor. I don't want it to happen again. It was replaced under Volvo's warranty back then, because my car had come with a 3 years warranty. By the way, there's no extension of Volvo warranty in New Zealand, according to my understanding. So it's not a choice for us. But nevertheless, I am really paranoid. So every time when I drive my car, I want to preserve my starter motor. I don't care about that because we don't really stuck in traffic here that much. I don't really have to, like, in a busy traffic for an hour to go to work. I don't have to, luckily. So my workplace is literally just 10 minutes away. So I am really, really extremely paranoid about trying to preserve my starter motor life. I don't want it to happen again. So every time I really try to turn off the start stop, and I just don't want the starter motor to do as much work as it can. That's my own theory, because the less time that it's being used, and hopefully it will last longer. This is the second one, by the way. Okay, so then back to a couple of things here is I was trying to look at a few options of either resetting, looking at the codes and things like that. So initially I was trying to, you probably know, to look at the, sorry, I'm just starting V- here, but I'll just explain a little bit. I was trying to go to search for Volvo Vida. So I think that's the official diagnostic tools, and I think that's point me to Volvo Tech for subscriptions. Okay. And this probably behaved slightly differently this time, but pretty much every time when I try to get to the website, I believe it's only US centric. I might need to use VPN or maybe American Express, credit card in America to actually order it. That's what I have find out when I do some research online. But pretty much I think for me it's not going to be an option to get the official Vida software. That's my understanding. So I was looking at alternative, and one of them obviously is Vdash. I'll do a bit of a screen video a little bit later. I pay €10, get to the standard. Oops. Don't know what happened there. It's authenticating this time. Okay, never mind. I'll do a Vdash a little bit later. So I tried Vdash. I paid €10. It wasn't. Honestly, it probably not the software. It's just me. I haven't been able to figure it out how to really use it. Because at that time I did not have the CEM pin, and if you research online, and you would know you would need the pin code. It's like a password to get to your computer, and I did not have that. And Vdash has a sort of like a decoding function. Maybe I have to pay, but every time when I click the decode function, it will just pan there. For some reason, it didn't really allow me to order the options, so I didn't spend a lot of time. Maybe to a lot of guys, Vdash well, you can show me later, but I just haven't figured out how to use it, and so I just park it. And then I was researching online, and obviously if you are a Volvo guy, you probably know there is another software called Orbit, from, what was the company name? Sparatech, something like that. Okay, in America. So I went to their website. Okay. Orbit. Sorry, Spacetech. I hope I pronounce it properly. So I actually online and ordered. Let me show you. Sorry about the reflection. I ordered the Orbit 1 year subscriptions with the pin code, decoding pin code for the CM pin. So 225 USD. So I paid for that online, and thanks for the folks there. I think it was Andrew who was answering me the question, and a very, very quick response, and thanks for that. So I ordered, and pretty much the next day I've got an email. I ordered it online. That was the night of New Zealand, and then I emailed them my VIN number, and pretty much the next morning I wake up, I got a email address and say, hey, this is your CM pin that I configured into the system. So thanks for that. It was extremely helpful. So I probably should start a recording. So we can probably start recording here. Screenshot recording. Sorry, don't need the game bar, but oh, recording is not working. Why? I don't know why. I haven't had time to figure out. Okay, never mind. I use my cell phone. It's just too much happening. For some reasons, I couldn't find my GoPro. I put it somewhere. So anyway, so I have Orbit installed. I have the CM pin entered. I've got my VIN number down there. So I am. It's very interesting. So I had a chance to reset all the ECU. I haven't really had a lot of chance to actually play with it, but I do want to show. I'll try how am I going to try to turn off the start stop. So I go to configurator. So I already put a search items here. So it's very interesting. So my understanding about the Orbit software is it does not add any software coding into the Volvo car system, but it can change configurations. So whatever is available to be configured in the systems, then it allows the user like us to change those config. Okay, so by the way, I have an old USB to Ethernet converter and a very cheap. I bought it online, just Ethernet to ODB cable. It seems to work, so I've just gone online. It's a very cheap one, but don't seem to have any problem. So what I did was, by the way, let's come back. Sorry, I'm just keep jumping around too much. So there are tons of things that you can configure it. I probably won't go through all of them because it's just too much to talk about. So if I click show everything, literally there are how many? Let's look. 400 items that you can configure. Most are obviously you should not touch. Like for example, my car is a D5, is a diesel. I shouldn't change it to petrol. I just that would be stupid to do that. Some, like I have an 8-speed automatic gearbox. I'm not going to change it. So that's the config. By the way, that's the configurator. There's some other tabs that you can reset the ECU. You can set the pin, or services like brake services. Maybe I would assume that is to release the electronic brake, and shortcuts and things like that. So look at all the codes, reset all the error codes, and things like that. So we'll come back if I have time to create other videos. I will do it. But for now, I just want to show you what I have tried, and it seems to work. Is start stop. So start stop function. So one thing that I do want to mention was I have another video which I replaced the battery, and because before I replaced the battery, the car thinks my battery condition wasn't too good, and the stop function seems to be deactivated. But then after I have replaced my batteries, and the stop function keep coming back, which I want to turn off. Maybe I shouldn't replace the battery. So what I should do now is to stop function. I will change it from button without memory to button with memory, standard symbol. Okay, so I click that, and now I'm going to say write to car, and this will say, okay, this following config item will be changed. Do you want to proceed? I will say okay. Okay, let's look at the car. So the car will, I think I hear like water pumps and things like that get turned on. And then the lights will pops up. And what it says is checking if all the ECUs are in programming mode. Okay, start programming. Okay, come back and have a look of the dashboard. Lights comes on, and it's started reloading, and so it seems like it has written the configurations to the ECU. Program main completed, resetting all ECUs, so reconnecting. That's my VIN number. Clear DTCs, reconnections, okay, and all be reconnected. Okay, awesome. Now, so I've done one change. That's what I did. And when I go back to my car, we go to settings. My car, I think driver preference. Engine standby. It's in standby when car's not moving. So anyway, I think I remember that I don't really need to worry about it anymore. So anyway, I'll start the car. So that seems to remember. So if I turn it off again, turn off the car. Quit it. Just imagine that I'll leave the car. Where's my key? Just lock the car. Okay. See that button keep switch off? That means it's memorizing the setting, the preference that I've used last time. So right now, if I drive with this particular settings, I would not need to turn off start stop every time I drive the car, which is what I like. Okay, there would be a few things that I honestly I haven't really have time to play with it. There is another one which I think every Volvo guy will be very interested in. Look at this setting, core post start level. Okay, I will probably do another test and things like that. I did try a little bit about post optimizations. It seems to have subtle changes, but I honestly haven't really had time to do a A/B comparison, turn it on and turn it off, turn it on and off, and really try the difference. My understanding is just a configuration. It doesn't really change the engine performance at all. It's probably changed the transmission mapping, but I honestly I haven't really had time to look at that. So anyway, I think this is all I want to show today. See if just use Orbit software to just read all the codes. Crop details. It's probably got cleared. Yeah. So. Never mind. No, I think that's it. That's what I really want to share for today. A very short video. And when I am think about using the Orbit software for any other functions that I think is useful, I'm going to share that. I'm going to do a little bit more video recordings and share that. And have a good day, and thanks for watching.